6:45 in the morning. Just got done working out. That's the foundation for my day. And once you realize that the morning workout, the morning routine, that is the thing that's going to give you the energy for your life. And nothing else can really do it like that. I mean, coffee isn't going to do it, although coffee is great. You wake up, you get a cup of coffee in you, you're a little bit, your heart's a little on high alert, feels good. You get up, you read the morning paper, or you read something or watch the news or whatever. That's not going to do it. There was a distinct difference in mental change that went on in my mind when I woke up this morning, the alarm went off. I was fucking like, where am I? Like I was in a deep sleep, you know? And I was like, I don't even know where I'm at. I woke up and I was like, dang, I set the alarm to go running. Shit. Like I did not, and I repeat, I did not feel like getting up at 6, which isn't even really early, to go running for 40 minutes. I did not think that that was something I wanted to do. And I know that a lot of people are at that stage and think that when the alarm goes off. And you've been following these videos, you know that you're trying to build a morning routine that will energize your body so that you can do the rest of the shit that you need to do in your life effectively. So there I am, 6 a.m., alarm goes off. My first thought was, go back to bed, literally. Like I was like, hey, I got another hour to sleep. Today seems like a good rest day. I'm sore from yesterday. Like literally a flood of thoughts. Like at least 25 thoughts came in of why not to go to the gym, why not to go running. So that's the power of what's going to happen in your mind in a negative way. It's going to happen. It's going to happen every single day, no matter how fit you are. I've been doing this for 10 plus years routinely, and my mind is still trying to stop me. It's still trying to go back to bed. So don't think that just because you've worked out for 6 months and you're on a good workout plan, that it's not even going to take one bad day to throw you off track, because that will happen. I don't care if you've been working out for 50 years. You're still going to have thoughts of, shit, I don't feel like getting up. So with that being said, I had all those thoughts coming in. What's my next move? My next move is to get up as quickly as possible, to get awake, right? Because you're in the middle. That's what's happening. Like you were asleep, you were enjoying that sleep, and the human hates change, right? So you're in this sleep state, you wake up, and now you have to jolt yourself awake, get dressed, go out, and get uncomfortable. That's not something you want to do. I'm telling you right now, it's not something you want to do at all. So your mind is trying to figure out ways to stop you from going to produce those results. So I start feeling those feelings. All right, the next thing I do is I reach over, I grab some water. I take a drink of water, and that like connects me back to the physical world. You know, I'm like, all right, now I'm awake, right? I just took a drink of water. All right, I hang my toes over the bed, put my feet on the ground, and now I'm kind of like rooted. I'm starting to get up. And now by this time, the thoughts have ceased. I'm not having any more negative thoughts anymore. I'm like, okay, I'm really doing this. Like, this is really happening. So, and it's a routine, obviously, like I do it all the time. So once I get awake, once I pop up and start moving, then my physical body and my conscious mind come in and everything's good, right? And I'm like, I still don't want to go do it, but I know that I'm going to go do it. But there's that little period of you were asleep, but you're not really awake yet, that kills most people, right? Those little moments where you're still laying in bed and your bed's still comfy and you're not ready to get up yet, like those are the moments where you lose it. So don't let that happen. Like, get up as quickly as possible. Get to your conscious mind as quickly as possible and get up and start moving around. If you just want to roll out of bed, I was reading Wim Hof's book like last year, and he said that the first thing he does is roll out of bed and do 50 push-ups. Like, that's I mean, I don't know if he does that every day, but it sounds like a good routine. Like, as soon as you crack your eyes open, you just like you're in boot camp, flip out of bed, do 50 push-ups, and you're awake. The number one thing is getting awake, like skipping that from the sleep state to the awake state. That period of like lucid, you're not really awake and you're not really dreaming state. Like, get out of that, get awake, and get the routine started. So as soon as I got up and I put my shoes on and I brushed my teeth and all that, now I'm feeling like, okay, I'm definitely going to do this run. Like, all right, I'm in reality now. So I put my shoes on, I go outside. As soon as I step outside in the world, this is what happened. I'm on Coast Guard Base, Cape May right now, training center. And I'm walking down the hallway to my building and I see the sun's up. Like, the sun is pretty high in the sky. It's like, 6 in the morning, but the sun comes up at like 5:30. So it's been up for a minute. I push the door open and I see all kinds of recruits running around and like people driving on base, and the day has started. So then it reminds me that I'm not the first one up, that this isn't really that big of a deal. Like, at first when I was in my bed, I was like, dang, who's doing this? Who's going to run at 6 a.m., And I know a lot of people are, but still, like, not that many people are. So then I kick my door open and I see that the world has just started without me. Like, people are up, birds are chirping, things are going on. Like, this is not, this is not a rare thing around where I'm at right now. So I kick the door open, boom, recruits are running around, birds are chirping, and I'm like, all right, let me just start running because, the world is already, it's already got a head start on me. So it basically brings you to reality. Once you step outside in the morning and you see cars driving around, and, the same thing could be where you're at. Like, you get outside, you start driving to the gym, and you realize that on the highway at 5 in the morning, like, you're not the only car out there. Like, other people are there. And then you get to the gym, you kick the door open to the gym, and you realize that you're not the only one in there. There's like 10 other people in there grinding just like you, but they've been there since 4, And once you see that, you're like, okay, all right, this isn't really that big of a deal. Like, I'm gonna get this workout in and do my thing. But I think there's a power in just realizing that, like, just getting from that, like, conscious awake and getting out into the world and seeing that there's other people out there. And once you feel that connection to them, once you feel that, like, there's a power of like going in the gym and seeing other people in there. I could see how it might be hard to continue if you walk in the gym every day and you're the only one in there. But that's not normally the case. You go into a 24-hour fitness at 1 in the morning and there's people in there. So, the power of that morning routine, that going from sleep to awake, that's where most people lose it. Especially in the morning stuff. I mean, there's a lot of fit people out there that just don't like working out in the morning time, so they just work out in the afternoon. But for the people out there like myself, who, when I start my workday, it usually doesn't end until like 8 p.m. So if you have that kind of work schedule where once you get to work, it's kind of hard to put down the work until the day's over with. And, I could be working out and get called and then I got to go do something. So, like, your work day doesn't actually, my work day is like kind of on call. So, if that's you, the morning routine is probably for you, because this is the time of the day where I'm probably not going to get called to do something. So you get up early, you get the job done early, and then you run the risk, or you have the benefit of most likely succeeding because you have the time. You have the time to dedicate towards your goal, and that's it for me. So if you relate to that, if you have a need to build a morning routine instead of an evening routine, then listen to these things, because it's kind of like, it's the same thing when you go to the night routine. You got to get off work and you got to, you know, coax yourself into going to the gym, but that's a little bit easier than going from dead sleep to I got to go work out in 25 minutes. So take what you need to from this video, but that's what I'm out here trying to convey, is just that there is a distinct moment right after sleep that kills most people, and it's easy to overcome. Just get up, get after it, put the shoes on, lace them up, get outside into the world, and I guarantee you that mindset's going to change as soon as you step outside. That's it. I'm out.